Hey guys, what's up? Anthony here again, and I got a little bit of Black Ops. But the big thing that I wanted to talk about, aside from the game being pretty high energy and I'm running around a lot, like I always do, pretty much, um, is I've actually been having a kind of a rough week as far as files disappearing on me and me making mistakes as far as all that's considered. And that actually kind of sucks because there was some good stuff that I had saved up. And the biggest thing was my main Fallout character, actually. For those of you who enjoy my Fallout videos, I was really wanting to get my live commentaries rolling again this week. But I checked yesterday, I was going to play, and it just so happens that my main character got corrupted. And that really sucks because I did have a backup save, but it's like about 10 hours away from the spot that I was at on my main character. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of catching up, but that actually might work in my favor. It'll give me more missions to cover, and maybe the next time I'll try to get to an interesting spot as soon as possible, and then from there I'll probably just pick it up from there. And obviously that'll just lead to more Fallout videos coming your way, and I hope you guys look forward to those. But this right here is actually something funny and something that made me think of something. That guy straight got played, and a big reason why he didn't really stand a chance is because I took an odd route. I was climbing. And that's something I do a lot of the time when I'm rushing. I don't like to stay on the ground. If I see that there's an opportunity for me to climb, then I take it. Like Kowloon, for example, I love that map because there's so many things to climb. There's so many different routes. It's real hectic. It's real crazy, and it's very deep. It's a very deep map, and I enjoy that a lot. And that's what I try to do when I rush around. I don't just run straight into enemy territory and just go for it. I usually try to climb in most cases, try to do something out of the ordinary, unpredictable, and just keep doing that because it works out good for me. That's kind of how I like to play, and I've been noticing lately that I really miss Marathon Pro because Marathon Pro, it let me climb quicker, and that was something that was actually really that helped me work in my favor and helped me move quicker. And I could definitely use that in this game, and I can see how, because some people have been saying that a lot lately, and I can really see where they're coming from. But all complaining aside, I mean, I'm pretty sure Modern Warfare 3 is going to have something along the lines of being able to climb quicker. At least I hope that it does. But hey, we'll see how that works out. But all that aside, unfortunately, my Fallout character got corrupted and all that good stuff. But well, actually, it's bad stuff. But a couple other unfortunate things happened with some files. I actually cleaned up my all my video files because they were in this giant clusterfuck of just nonsense, and it didn't make any sense to have them all like that. None of them had titles. I didn't know what half of them were. So what I did was I went through them all and I organized them. Because I have Battlefield, I have my Fallout, I have my Call of Duty videos, and I'm not just one-dimensional with these videos. So I got to make sure I know what's what. And I organized it all, but unfortunately, I guess I screwed up a couple of files on the way. And hey, that's how it goes sometimes, unfortunately. But other than me being an idiot and messing up my own files, this week's been going pretty good. 2 days into it, obviously it's not like really deep in the week, but last week was really good too. And actually, last night was pretty damn funny. Last night I was having some crappy internet issues, and so I wasn't really able to get into the game. And every game I got into, I was lagging like crazy, putting 30 bullets in some fool, and then I'll get a connection interrupted. And then 20 seconds later, oh, by the way, you die, here's the kill cam. And so while I was dealing with that, I just, eventually decided, what, maybe I'm not supposed to play tonight. And so I called it quits, and, my friend Rio was actually, well, hold on, listen to this. That is the most epic sound ever. I love that. The only other thing that I can compare that to is the sound of somebody dying and like screaming in the game. Like those, when I hear stuff like that, it's cool. That's why actually part of the reason why I like throwing tomahawks so much is because they make that noise. But anyway, like I was saying though, my friend Rio was doing this chat thing. He was on chatroulette.com. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. And right here, actually, 5 kills with the napalm. Um, Pretty badass, and that's actually part of the reason why I run that kill streak, because I've been playing ground war lately, and I noticed that actually gets a good amount of kills if you put it in the right spot. But like I was talking about before, I keep getting off topic because that's just, you guys know how I do it. My friend Rio was on this chat thing, and he was talking to these people, but I didn't know that what he was doing. I didn't know that he was doing that, and so he's sitting there and he's saying, "Yeah, you have a spider on your wall behind you. Turn around." And so, like a dumbass, I'm thinking he's talking to me. So I turn around and I'm like, "There's no spider on my wall. I don't know what you're talking about, dude." and then he like didn't respond, and he's like, "There's a spider on your wall." And I look again, and I'm like, "Dude, there's no spider on my wall. Shut the fuck up about a stupid spider. There's no spider there." And he's like, "No, no, I'm not talking to you." And so I'm thinking to myself, okay, he either has really serious issues or somebody has to be home with him right now. And he tells me about this chat thing, and I'm like, okay, well, what's it called? And so I go on the site, and I'm gonna speed it up right here because it gets a little boring right here. Just skip over that real quick. And so long story short, I go on this thing, and there are some weird ass people on this thing. If you want to laugh or like just see some like something funny, honestly, to pass time, I'd highly recommend going on that website. Granted, there are a lot of people who are nasty on that site. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And there's a lot of dudes who like want to sit there with like no shirt on and all that, and I'm not really down for that. I like women. I'm not really into dudes, so that's not my thing. But whatever floats their boat. And there's a couple people who actually want to have a conversation on it. But my favorite thing to do on that thing last night was, as stupid as it was, I was having fun doing it, and I was laughing a lot. So I kept doing it, obviously, and we all do stupid stuff anyway. So that's just kind of a dorky thing that I do, I guess. But there every time I would get an older person, like an old man, I would look at him and I would give him this dirty ass look, and I would be like, and I'd shake my head like, no, like you dirty ass old man, and then I would just hit next because it's like a speed video chatting type of thing, so you can hit next on the person and go on to the next one, and it's pretty ridiculous though because like 90% of the time you see the person and then they'll laugh at you or like make a weird face at you, and then they'll next you. So it's kind of like you're not even going to talk to anyone. It's kind of like you're going to see 50 million people in the course of an hour. And it's pretty funny because some of these people are just weirdos, straight up. I ran into a lot of people who would like look at you and have like a staring contest or like a pointing contest with you, and then they would next you. And then I ran into about three people who actually wanted to have a real conversation. I actually had a real conversation with about three people. The first couple were they're actually two black girls, and then I like it's weird because when you want to actually talk to somebody on this thing, it's like this stare. You have this like minute stare contest, and then once you notice that neither of you is gonna next the other one, then like the conversation like slowly begins, and it's really really weird and awkward, honestly. One of the most awkward things I've ever done. Granted, I'm in my house, but it kind of feels like this person is like there in the room with you, obviously, because of the video chat and all that. It's kind of hard to explain. But the I look at the camera and I see these two black girls, and they're nice, and they're just sitting there, and I'm like, okay, okay, whatever. And then they're looking at me, and we're like trying to figure out if either one of us is gonna next the other one, and then they're like, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, okay, these people are normal. So then you carry the conversation like normal, and they actually started laughing because I had this like big ass gallon of water next to me, and they were like, you must be a health nut. And I started laughing because I kind of am, thinking about it now. And here, speaking of interesting sounds, check this out. Just enjoy it. Oh man, when I heard that, when I killed that guy, I thought to myself instantly at that point, because I knew I was recording. I'm like, I have to do something to make that stand out more, and I hope I succeeded in that. But back to the whole talking on the chatting thing and everything. There's a lot of weird people though. Aside, there's probably more weird people than normal people. A lot of hot girls on it. Believe it or not, it was kind of weird. I actually chatted with like one girl who actually had uh, she had a nice rack. I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty cool. She had them dogs hanging out, and they were pretty much in the open. But enough about that. I'm not really gonna give you guys the details on it, but it's just kind of funny. Some people just the way they act. I mean, like you're in front of a camera, but it still feels awkward. Like I make videos for YouTube, but at the same time, like when I'm sitting here talking into my microphone and it's over my gameplay, it's still kind of weird because you think about it. There's actually people that are gonna watch this, and it's pretty damn cool, honestly. If you ask me, it's a cool weird. It's not like a disturbing weird. But anyway, game's about to be over. I wanted to kill that guy so bad, but I didn't get to kill his ass. Pretty sure I killed him in the game anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I'm about to get some sleep. I'm tired, and you guys just have a nice day. Peace out.